Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. I just want to address this, right? This is the mistake a lot of us make, especially us women. We use sentiment, in the name of preaching peace. Of course, it's a good thing to preach peace, but sometimes we get some things wrong. We have to realize a lot of things that happen in this life, they happen for a reason. It's not everything that is drag. You know what? Let me get up, set myself up, and actually sit down and make a video. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. So when I started the video, I was still in bed and I decided to kind of set myself up for the day. When I finish this video, I can then go ahead and do my activities for the day. So why am I making this video? I want to make this video to address something, right? There are people that are reaching out to me like, these are peacemakers, like, oh yeah, a bygone be bygone, Summer, this is that. Let me tell you guys, I've never said bygone is not bygone. That is where people get it mixed up. Bygone be bygone doesn't still mean we can't take a story and learn something from it. We don't waste. Why would you want to waste a story? A lot of things that happen in life, we need to learn from them. How do we learn from them? But we're talking about it, right? And then, another thing, people that are trying to, and they're trying to make peace as if there's no peace. That's another interesting thing. As if there's no peace. But let me tell you guys the mistake some of you are making. Like the few people that are like, oh, peace is that. There is no war going on. You have to realize that. Okay, another thing I get, you are educated, you're above this, you're not like that person, you're educated, so just don't talk. Let me tell you, that's where another mistake people make. Do you know that, oh, someone is educated, someone is, all those things like, oh, you are above that. Do you know that that was what made me look like an easy target? Oh, you are educated. People feel like, oh, you are classy, you will not stoop this low. Don't forget, oh, and look at my videos. I didn't insult anybody. I know they curse. You understand? Even when I was cursed at, I know they curse. I know they insult or begin to describe somebody and they use their features to make fun of them. Don't forget. Don't forget that. You have to, know that difference. Even when I was attacked and my looks were used to attack me and I was called an albino, please listen to what I'm saying, right? I was called an albino. They talked about my hair, which, by the way, see, I can't go tie hair up today now. I tie my hair a lot these days, so I feel like sometimes it goes well with native, but now it's not a different hairstyle, not the same hairstyle. I know they change them. There was a time I tried to. I'm getting somewhere. Please listen to me. Remember when this thing happened then? People were like, so just don't just answer. You are above that. You are above that person. You are classy. You are educated. People say, don't talk. And I came out, I said, no, I go talk. Because internet never forgets. Today now, when people are now watching the old video where I said, make I talk my own. People are now, the truth. I said the internet never forgets. When internet remembers, let internet remember what I said. Look now, people are watching it and they're in shock like, wow. Someone said this, oh, someone said that, oh. Look at today. How many years later? And if you listen to my video, you will see it was mostly educational talk that I did. I spoke a lot about life. You see, we're all human beings, but we have not been through the same journey in life. So some people, their journeys are enough to educate other people. If you have been watching me for a long time, you will notice I always say, what can we learn from it? What can we learn from that? That is still my stand. Something made me see life from that angle. And the things I said then, today people are saying, wow, she said it all. Wow, look, what are we talking about? So, you see the mistake we women make sometimes, a lot of us women, we always want to bury things. How are other people going to learn? Don't listen, this is not an attack on anybody. Can you actually see this as a topic on its own? Forget the individuals in it. A topic on its own. That somebody tomorrow will be like, do you know in 19 Jim? Somebody came out on this social media to mock somebody and said about divorce, and mock somebody that the person is divorced. And after many years, the person whole marriage can't end. It's a lesson that people can always, let me tell you, it's a lesson and it's a story that I want to live on. And when I say the story, I mean the story. It's not about dragging. Me, I know they even put name. So if I put name now in my video, if you write comment and you put a name, I will delete the comment. So for me, it's not even about an individual. Today is me. Tomorrow it can be another person. But that story on its own, let's focus on using that story to speak to people tomorrow. Because there are lessons in the story. So leave the individuals out of it. Remove my name, Seth. Like, imagine if it was not me. And the person that insulted me or insulted me, it's not me, they insulted Sha. The person, it is not them. So it's not about attacking a person. Look at the topic or the story and the lessons in it. Let the lessons, let that live on. Let it live on. That somebody will come mock somebody, say the person is divorced. And this is someone that does not even know anything about my private life. Right? Okay, let the story stay that, oh, the one that came out and mocked another person, oh, that she's divorced. Years later, came out and said her own marriage has ended. Let it be. Look at the richest woman in Africa, Alakija. That's her name, Abi Alakija. The richest woman in Africa. This woman was very proud of her marriage. When I say proud, not arrogance. There's nothing wrong in being proud and be like, oh, I'm 30 years married and we are still together. There's nothing wrong. Be proud of it. You understand? There's nothing wrong with it. Your children graduate from university. Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. You know, there's a difference between being proud, as in, you know, self-worth, self-actualization and all of, not arrogance. You understand? That woman was proud of her marriage and her love story. She shared it, and at the end of the day, look at that woman, how proud she was. When I say proud, and she was confident of her marriage. From what we heard, though, we're not there. The man disappointed her. They said the man had the family outside. On top of that one, this woman went blind. What is life? What is life? Life is unpredictable. I made a video which I said, me where they talk to you today now. We're all praying to live long, but nobody knows how long. People where senior me don't die. My age mate don't die. People where I senior don't die. Is it this life that any human being should be using to brag? Is it this life that is so unpredictable? I made a video which I was saying, somebody died. Like, oh, that person don't die. And you may mock them or whatever. Now let's say the person first you go, you too go. So what is it in this life that we should actually use to brag or mock other people? Imagine me. You see, something else. You know, people that want to bury, don't, no, it not be so. Speak about it. Look, I know they call name. Okay, those that know the story will know the story. But I'm not sending haters to somebody. Haters were sent to me. People that they sent to come and hate came and fell in love. If I tell you marriage proposals, sorry, I'm gonna start laughing. If you're coming across me for the first time and you do not know, my name is Soma Akko. I'm a Nigerian that lived abroad for many years and visited Nigeria for the first time in a long time and fell in love with Nigeria and shared my Japada story. And as we speak, I now own a shortlet and I'm very close to the airport. If you're coming into Nigeria, you need somewhere to stay, contact me, the number on the screen. If you want to stay in my shortlet, it's going to be the cleanest shortlet you've ever been in. I'm not bragging, it's a statement of fact. There are people that have booked me. They actually have houses in Lagos, but when they landed, maybe it's 11 at night or 12 at night or too late at night, they don't want to go home that night. They want to stay in my shortlet because I'm close to the airport, and then they go home in the morning. You understand? So we actually also help people to organize airport pickups. And why that is good is this: the fact that I know who I sent to go pick you up. I wouldn't send someone that I do not trust, you understand, or someone that I feel like is not traceable. So this is the estate where my shortlet is. Guys, I'm telling you guys, especially Nigerians abroad that have this terrible image of Nigeria. Not all, some people. So when some of them have come to stay in my shortlet, they are like, wow. They are like, this will even 5 pass abroad. You understand? So it's important Not just choose any shortlet. Make sure you choose a shortlet in a nice neighborhood, in a safe neighborhood, in a clean neighborhood. No all this lousy, noisy neighborhood. Very peaceful neighborhood. In this estate, you can go for a walk even at night if you want, because it is that safe. There are actually a lot of foreigners that stay in this estate, and you see them walking around comfortably. Contact our WhatsApp number now to book. Because how many marriage proposals came from that? Let me not even start speaking. If I tell you guys how many marriage proposals came from that. Because when you come and tell people, oh, she has no husband, what you are telling them that, so people like, someone have been watching you, I admire you, I didn't know you don't have husband. They want, I said, I interview. Sorry, I'm laughing. Now interview, I can't the grant. You know me now. Hey, Summer, hey, so, I don't know, hey, so you're single, okay, this I am in Nigeria, I am in this country, I am in that country. Now, so I submit your CV. People go to laugh. Because, you know what I mean? I can choose not to tell anybody my situation. It's my life. But I say I granted interviews. I was interviewing there. I said, okay, how much do you make? Someone be serious. I said, how much do you make? So that, you know why I interview them? Let me not go there. At the end of the day, some of the ones that came, they don't get any answer from me. Some are you single? Some are you? I know they give answer. I owe it to no one. Things can flip. Okay. Talking about those that want, hey, cover, don't talk about, this is how things they spoil. Remember when pastors used to touch small girls? Maybe today it starts now. They will even tell their own mothers. Mothers will say, shh, don't tell anybody. Forgive and forget. That is not it. Forgiving and forgetting is not even the thing. But you don't allow a message or a lesson to die. Leave it, remove the individuals. Listen to this and take the lessons that are in it. I go bite my tongue. The unpredictability of life. Take that out of it. Take it out of it. Something else you have to remember. It happened to me. Someone that has confidence. Someone that has self-worth. I have never made a video asking anybody, am I beautiful or not? There are some people that have no confidence. They don't know who they are. That if I'm not be strong person, maybe say I know who I am. Do you know that the things that were done, it reached me some people go end it all. Or for some people to become depressed. But when you know who you are, when I say who you are in all areas, when you know your worth, you want me, person go want tell me say I know fine. When my papa fine, my mama fine. If I know fine, what will be my excuse? Sorry. I try not to laugh, but I try to keep a straight face sometimes, but I can't do it. No, jokes aside. Have you seen my father? Have you seen my mother? Have you seen them? That aside, you see, physical look is nothing. The real human being is the one that is inside. That's why some people will say, fine girls full everywhere. They will say, this man go marry that girl. That girl go marry. You know what? There are some people that are able to see the beauty that is inside, not the one that is outside. The external beauty can fade. What if tomorrow somebody was working, somebody was whatever, had an accident, and the face, what would they say? Our face, fine. The face, what would they call fine face? Something that damaged it. Will you still feel beautiful as a woman, even as a man? So the fact that nothing has happened to our faces, and we are carried away, forgetting that anything can happen to anybody, any minute, any time. We want to use looks to brag. I know they brag, but the fact is that I cannot lie. I am not a bad-looking person. I'm not even talking about filter and excess makeup. And it's a good thing that filter exists. It's a good thing that makeup, should be aware makeup. So my own, you see, eye pencil, powder, and lipstick. Those only 3 things now they put for my face. So powder, lipstick, and by eye pencil. You don't finish, you don't pass like that. But it's a good thing we live in an era where there's filter and there is excess makeup and all these things. But I think it makes us, sometimes, people get carried away. People get carried away. But let me tell you, let's be honest, some people are just blessed. They just born them, their face get arranged. It doesn't make anybody better than anybody else. You know, some of us, we can say, we cannot lie. We know war. We cannot lie. We not say we know war. But don't forget that you didn't create yourself. You didn't create. Some people may not be. Some people may not be born with some features that some of us have. It doesn't make them less than anybody else. It doesn't make them that. So what is looks at the end of the day? Who are you on the inside? Even when it comes to the face, we take off makeup and filters. How do we look? That we allow superficial things to make. Why should we allow superficial things make us feel like we're better than somebody else? There is so much I want to say, but it's going to be a busy day. Okay. Talking about the things that were done. If I know the person will get confidence, as in nobody is going to come and tell me that I know fine. Right? But there are some people that may not have confidence. Do you know? There are some people that have no confidence. That kind of thing may have affected. They're going to go to think their life. But me, if you guys know, I'm going to put this phone on silent. I lost my train of thought. Okay, something else. Oh, Summer, but you all do the same thing. You all talk about people. You guys don't understand the difference. All content, or else you're showing us how you're cooking in your house and your family and all of that. As long as you're a content creator that discusses anything on the news, whether it's politics, religion, social injustice, whatever, as long as you're not on YouTube talking about yourself, you're discussing every other thing in the news, we're all talking about other people. But how do we do it? Do we go insulting people because we want to share our opinions? Do we come to try to body shame people in the name of sharing? That's not. Watch my videos. I cover a lot of stories, but you will not see me. I will not say, oh, because I don't agree with Tinubu, I will now use his features to mock him. No, that's not what we do here. We speak about, oh, that marriage ended. Oh, the woman shouldn't have done this. The man shouldn't have done that. That is opinion. But when you now come and try to body shame people, or try to, intimidate people, that's no longer, that is crossing the line. That is crossing the line. That's not what I do here. That is not how it's done. People come and speak their opinion. Oh, someone shouldn't have done this, someone should have done. Hey, leave them there. Do not come and start cursing and threatening me. Those that are asking me, how did it start? That is one thing I always say. My videos are here. I saw comments saying someone has deleted. I not deleted anything. The videos are here. How did it start? Trending story about a YouTuber that used to be against, exposing body parts, if I can put it like that. Then she now eventually she did surgeries, which she didn't hide. She did surgery, and I have no issues against surgeries. I have no plastics. I have never made a video to condemn, but that's what they now try to claim. To condemn, I have never done that. Go and watch that is the good. My videos are still there. They are the ones deleting their videos. My own. And you know one thing again, I always said, before you speak, think. Before I sat down and made that my response, I gave it few days before I did that. Because I didn't want to just talk. I wanted to take my time. And it was annoying. When I saw the video annoyed me. I didn't want to speak when I was annoyed. And don't forget, this thing happened on New Year Day. It was a New Year Day. Apparently, I think they posted the video the night before. I didn't know until New Year Day. I'm saying it again. It is a story that should live on. Not the individuals, but the story. You understand? So it's not about dragging somebody and insulting them. No, it's about, let that story. There was, many years ago, there was a lady that did this and this happened. Name does not even have to go with it. For others to learn. Do you guys know that video that they made to insult, how did it start? Let me speak, you guys let me speak. How did it start? The story of the YouTuber was people were leaving their opinions up and down. And I made my own video, which I said that I said that truly this person used to be against this, or this person is now doing the same thing. And I said in that video, I will put the link here for you guys to go watch it, so that you don't know. Let the truth remain the truth. Let's not mix the stories. Let it stay the way it is. Let what I said be there. Another one, they say, oh, that I insult, somebody said something about, oh, someone said something about her husband, of the husband of the person that was trying to insult me. What I said about is in if it's there. The man is not responsible for the wife's action. If you leave me a comment and you insult her husband, I will delete it. I will delete it, because I don't believe in that. There are some things that were written about the man that I would not tolerate it. He is not the one that made the video. He does not deserve any of the rude comments. Seriously. I have a weight loss program in case you're coming across this and you want to sign up. I'm going to put the link in the description box and in the comment section. And if you want to Google it, it's summerhealthyweightloss.com, because it's not just about losing weight, but losing it in a healthy way is important. Be careful. I've been saying it. I've been doing this disclaimer. If you do not have the discipline to stop when you reach the ideal weight, please do not do it, because you're going to lose too much weight. You don't have to starve. You don't have to go to the gym. It will blow your mind. So it's summerhealthyweightloss.com. That is my website. If you make a comment about the man, I will delete it. I've seen him once when she showed him on her channel, and he looks like a very peaceful, calm individual. It's still there in my video, so nobody can twist what I said. I sat down. I took my time before I made my video. I know Miss Yan. I know talk rough. So that story was being covered. Everybody was leaving their opinion, making video. Now today, leaving their opinions about it. I made my video. No insults, no dragging, no negativity. I just made my video there. That is all. And somebody woke up and got charged to come and attack me for my videos. Why did they not go and attack the other people? There was already something going on behind. The hatred that came out no be here. I keep saying, I've never met her in real life. Now for this YouTube, she came to my comment section and said, I'm your fellow Nigerian. Come and support my channel. That was in time when people believed that the way to support channel is to go watch their video and leave comments. Me now, I don't get any motive or anything from my mind. I was going, I go watch, I go leave comment, like I was doing with other YouTubers. It was even after this whole thing happened, people now came and said, someone will be seeing you there in the comment section. We've never seen her in your comment section, apart from the one she wrote to say, come and support my channel. And if people didn't even start, I would not have noticed. That is how simple my mind and my intentions are. I didn't even realize. So I didn't know this person from anywhere. We don't get any beef, like my children will call it. No beef, nothing, never met her. She got up, left every other person, that people that were even really negative, she didn't address any of them. She chose me to address, to attack. Why? Because I looked like an easy target. You know, people say, you know, you are educated. There are people that have made videos on this YouTube insulting this person as we are speaking, insulting this person. Things that I could never speak like that. This person has never replied any of them. People will say they are ghetto people. I made a video addressing someone else, and this person came to attack me. People that are even making videos attacking her, she has never replied any of them. You get why? You get why? I was seen. They thought that I was an easy target. They don't expect I could reply. They didn't expect. They don't expect me to reply. You understand? Today, we are here on YouTube. There are people that have insulted this person left, right, and center with their name and everything. They not go meet them. Me, that I didn't even speak about them, the person came and attacked me. You get why? I don't want to lose my train of thought. Let's not, I will make a separate video. And like I keep saying, I have been on this earth for a long time. And I believe a lot of us are, well, it's long. If you say it's long, this year I'll be 49. Is that not long? I'm not one takere. So at least some things we have learned along the way. Let's speak it. I always say it. I tell my mother, I tell people, elders, I like to extract things from them. Not be saying that they too get sense, but they have been through a lot in life. This is it. There are people that are watching me that may be in their 20s or whatever age. There are some things they can learn something from us that have been around. We can't come on social media at our ages and be doing things that, well, what impact are we having? To teach people how to curse at each other? To teach people what? How to twist things? Don't forget that they said the Yoruba man dumped. They say Yoruba man dumped me. This is someone that does not know my life. Before I forget, speaking of, this is my book. I wrote it. I shared my story. I always wanted to share my story, but I had so much trauma because it was a relationship I gave everything. I went into it at the age of 21. I gave it everything. I loved it like there was no tomorrow. You know that kind of love will make you fight Agbero. You know that kind of love will make you fight Agbero for somebody. That was it. That was when I say love. This man was my best friend. Was like a brother to me. You know when somebody marry, their husband is not their friend, is their husband. To still go out there and no, this man was my friend on top of everything. Before I woke up and made my decision, it was not small decision. Not be now where the women supporting women, they reign now. You know, say they reign now. It's going to end up in a long video. I can't help it. Let me say all the things I want to say. Right? Not be like now where they say women. When it happened, do you know what it is to go from someone that was everything to you to all of a sudden, that was gone? It was not an easy decision. Do you know how hard I mourned? Those of you that have read my book can testify to it. I mourned. I didn't have friends to fall back on. The man was my friend. So how do I fall back on him? You don't understand. It was a very lonely place. And someone sat down to speak about a story, a life they've never lived. A life they've never lived. Now this story is coming out and I'm hearing sorry I have to refer to this, but I need to be thorough, please. And I didn't have amazing in-laws. I didn't. If I had amazing in-laws, as the person that came to drag someone for the pain she does not know anything about, if I had amazing in-law, what happened would not have happened. Those that know the story know the story. I made videos. Do you know that? Another thing people should grab from this. When somebody gives you pain, turn the pain to power. Turn it to power. When my relationship had its issue, when I decided I was done, I didn't have up to 1,000 euros in my account. Some of you know my story. I went homeless with children in the abroad. Yes, we cover stories of people, but we go with what they have put out. Okay, Regina Daniel, for example. Regina Daniel said there was violence. Oh, let's come out and say, if it is true there was violence, why would he even beat her? He shouldn't have done that. Nedwoko came out and said polygamy is. We say no, polygamy cannot be this. Because according to our mother, our forefather, polygamy cannot be that. You understand? You get my point. These are the way to address topics. You don't go and address what is not out there. Now they share their own story now and said that they wanted to share it so people will not think that the man is the one that dumped them. But the same person that came out and said, Yoruba man dumped me without knowing my story. But talking about turning pain to power. You see, when that thing happened, I have been saying it for the longest time. Do you know, when I was writing my book, I tried to go and check my email to be sure of the wordings of some things that happened so that I can put it in the book. Because my book, there's no error inside. I say, I put receipt full ammo. I don't want to flip the page for you guys. A lot of receipts there inside. Even though I protect his, privacy and all of that. If you look at it, you won't see the face. You won't see all of that. And I will say it. I've said it before. I'll say it again. He's an older man now. I'm an older woman too. When I went to check the receipt to be sure, when I say receipt, email, to be sure what I wrote, I saw that even back then, I wrote to him. And I told him, I said, One day I will write a book about what I've been through, what I went through. Let me not give it away. This my book, before I forget, Love is Not Enough, right? Is on Amazon. Some people say you don't have to buy the hard copy. There is this one. There's a paper copy, which is this soft one, and there's a hard copy, which I will find and show it to you guys. You don't have to buy that one. It's more expensive. Do you know that for each book you buy, Amazon, no, they give me pass. Some of them are like £3. It depends on the one. If not, but there's the electronic one where you can download into your phone. That one is only £9.99. I feel like that's the best. But some people like to have a physical book. If you want, there's a WhatsApp number I will put here that you can buy in Nigeria. I will post it to you. If you want physical copy, the one printed in Nigeria is much cheaper. And people are reading and learning from my story. But when that thing happened, I decided to use it. Use up that energy. You see, when you're angry about something, there are a lot of things you can do with that anger. But channel it in the right. I channeled that. Stones that were thrown at me, I take and build. I wrote book. By the way, for those of you that don't get it, the right book now, Namife right book. If you don't know, go and check on Amazon. You check the date my book was. Somebody was like, oh, Summer, this, that. I beg. They don't mix it up. Everything, this is 2026 now. It's easy to get information. Who first write book? To be honest, I've not been watching this person forever. Like, since that time, I don't even go to their channel. I don't watch. It was when whatever happened, people started contacting me. But I someone come and see the person that blah, 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 their marriage ended. If not, I don't know. It was when, do you know another part? Okay. It was when I started checking and I saw that I started seeing things. They have written book too. Go and check the dates if you are confused. I had to attend to a phone call and now I've lost my train of thought. What was I speaking about? I forgot it, to be honest. And the video ended up being a long video. And ended up being a very long video. I never planned for it to be this long. Okay, but let me say everything that I want to say. Guys, don't forget. You will not see me insult anybody. I am not into dragging. I'm not into drama. Something else. I'm not onto these things all about views. Because let me tell you, there are some people that feel like, oh, they want views, they want to grow. They want views, they want this, and they will do anything for views. No, that's not me. And that is why there are a lot of my videos that will never expire. Because if I focus on, let me just go and talk for views. Maybe by now I'll be deleting videos, or I'll be regretting what I said or whatever. Go and check all my videos. They are still here. You know why? Because I take my time to make my videos. And I speak on things that I believe that there is something I have to say. Oh yeah, I think I was talking about my book. Yeah, if you want to, I wrote book first though, because when this one started and I said, let me go and check, when did they even write book? I think that was it. I've not been watching YouTube content for a long time. For those of you that don't know, there's another app called YouTube Studio. So you can be a content creator and you just only use that app. I use that app to upload my videos, post it, and go. If I enter YouTube, I'm watching documentaries. For a long time now, I've not really been watching YouTube. I didn't even know all these things were going on until people now started telling me, someone come and see. So for anybody to think somebody wrote a book before I went and wrote my book is a lie. I wrote my book. Go and check when my book was published. I took time off YouTube and boom. I was busy writing this. Oh, I think I remember what I was saying. I was saying something about turning everything that was meant against you, turning it around for your own good. I always planned to write my book, but I wasn't ready. I always wanted to share my story. People used to ask me, and I'm someone that used to share a lot of stories about my life. The same person that tried to insult me, the same person that came to drag me, said that I'm embarrassing something about I have no shame. I have shared about my family story, about my parents and all of this. And then later on, I'm now seeing that the same person was using their platform to tell women to speak up, encouraging people to speak up about what is happening in their lives. And I said to myself, oh, wow. You see what I'm saying about the truth? It not mean say that you get sense pass. But if you speak the truth no they expire. Wait till you talk today, no, you don't go talk tomorrow, wait till you go contradict what you said before. I, as a child that grew up in a house where there was domestic violence, and I spoke about it, and then someone used their platform to tell women to speak up. I am a child that experienced it. So why are people being told to speak up? When people like us that spoke up, the person called us, we're embarrassing our family. So how will people then go to such a platform to speak the truth about their life experience? When people like us that spoke, they want they can take mock us. You see the thing about life. You understand? I'm saying it again. Take the stories out of this. Okay. The same, I beg. When I'm going to be here and there, but I will say all the things I want to say. Let me say this one. Okay. When that thing happened, me that used to tell people, don't worry, I will share the story. I will share the story. People kept asking me. I said, I will share the story. I will share the story. I was pushing it because there was so much trauma that I wasn't ready to unpack. I wasn't ready. But when that thing happened, I used it. I used that energy that thing gave me. I used it. I turned it into power. And I used it. I said, you know what? Let me come and share my story. And I came and shared my story. And my story touched lives and changed lives. I know people that said to me, Soma, I never liked my brother's wife. After I watched your video, I thought to myself, this is how she must be feeling. Soma, this opened my eyes. You remember, guys, although I've kept those videos, when I decided to write a book, I decided to put it in the book. Because you see, YouTube channel can go today. All this, but see these books, they will live on. We're all planning to live long. But you see books, I decided I'm going to put it in a book. What they meant as evil turned out for my good. In ways I can't even explain. In ways I can't even explain. When your hands are clean, I'm not coming to say I'm a saint, but that thing that happened, anybody that wants to say the truth will always say it. A friend of mine that time came and she said, Soma, not because you be my friend, though. I'm being honest with you. That thing, there is no excuse for that behavior. Nothing you have done warranted personal attack. The story that I even covered, where people leave opinion, I didn't attack anybody. Something else, maybe I'll make it a separate video about, let me tell you guys, you know, it's going to sound some, but that is the truth I'm telling you guys. Sometimes, we are humans. Let me put it like this. Okay, I was out one day with a friend, and then a lady walked by, and I looked at her, and he was like, why? He said, can you explain to me? He said, I've always wondered why women look at each other. He said, he is a guy. He understands when he looks at a woman as a guy. But why? And he was asking it like he wanted to know. He wasn't asking like, what would you think? No. He was asking, he wanted to know. Why do women look at each other? He has always wondered. And I said, I will speak for myself. I said, I like the way that lady dressed. And I looked at her to really see how she dressed. Because I have a top that is similar. And then I can borrow an idea, like, I like the way she matched the top with the skirt. You understand? So I like what I saw. And I admire the way she dressed. And I'm borrowing that idea. We as human beings, there are things we will see in this life we will like. Sometimes we have to be careful. The Bible talks about the spirit of jealousy. Why did it call it a spirit? Because it is a force. Some of us, if we're not careful, that spirit will overtake us. Naturally, we see things, we like them. Oh, wow, I like that man's car. Oh, I like the lady's shoes. It's normal. But if you're not careful, before you know it, there is a spirit, and it's not a good spirit. It's a destructive spirit that can take admiration and turn it into a destructive thing, destructive force that will make people begin to take what could have been very simple, positive thing. Like, oh, wow, I like that. You can meet somebody and be like, oh, wow, I like that your shoe. Where did you buy it? It happens. And you take it from that angle. But there's a negative spirit that if people are not careful, that goes into them. Instead of being, I like that shoe. It becomes, she did say her shoe fine. You'll be wondering where did it come from. That person don't even offend you. It is not you. It is a spirit. It's a spirit we should pray against. Why am I saying this? This is how I talk. Even my children sometimes, when I want to start, they'll just be like I can turn a small thing to a massive lecture. So if I now say, do you know that when I want to start, they'll just give me that look of, oh God, it's going to be another long one. And I will tell them, listen to me when I still there alive. Learn. That is how me I am. I like to learn. Listen to me, my people. It's going to be a long video, but please listen. You can learn one or two things from it. There are women you will see that they will see each other, they like each other, and they become each other's friends. But another group of women can turn it to, I think they do this one. Sometimes it's not their doing, it's the spirit. It's the spirit. The Bible calls it the spirit of jealousy. Something that should have been about admiration turns into something else. What am I saying? Now, this person that attacked me on YouTube said I was very consistent. Not be now. I was very consistent. Say abroad, there's nothing much happening abroad. So you have a lot of free time to sit down and be doing video. I used to have the time. I would sit down, I was making video daily. I was posting daily. That was the time where some people were posting once a week, 3 times a week. A lot of people could not do it. I have the energy. I could do it. Right? Okay. I know they do too much. I don't party. There's nothing wrong with partying. I don't do a lot of stuff. My life is very simple. I'm a homebody. You understand? So I have time to just relax in my house and do video. I do night shifts. How many nights in a week? The other one, I make videos. I was uploading. Okay. That is something somebody can admire and say, how do you do it? I do it by doing this when the children have gone to school, when I have finished cleaning the house. Well, there's nothing wrong with it. This person said my consistency was part of the dragging. She is so desperate. She is so desperate. She's uploading every day. She's so desperate. That's what they called it. Guess what now? The same person is now uploading every day. My videos over the past 10, 15 minutes maximum in those days. This person posts 1 whole hour video now. The thing that I was attacked for doing, they are doing it now. Shebi, I have been mocked because of my glasses that I wear. My glasses no be shakara. I need prescribed glasses. Since the age of 6, I have needed glasses. But guess what? Now that I came on YouTube and I saw that big glasses, some they wear big glasses. They are wearing big glasses now. Bigger than the one I've never worn before. Is anything wrong with big glasses? No. You see, why am I saying this? Especially us women. You will see men would rather click and become friends. And because they admire. But women, I don't know, there's something about us. But we need to learn from the inside to work on ourselves. Now, they're wearing big glasses. As I went and saw, when this drama started now, I went and saw, oh, wow. What else did they even use to? Oh, let me speak, my people. Do you know, guys, when this video, they posted the video, I think the night before the New Year day. Okay. I was at home with my family. New Year day. It was New Year day. I was home with my family. I didn't know that there was fire on the mountain on YouTube. I did not know. That was the day that I wasn't planning to go on YouTube. Like, it was New Year day, People were messaging me on not WhatsApp. People were messaging me on Facebook. People were leaving me comments in my comment section on YouTube. I didn't see it until a friend of mine called me. She's my friend. So I know I was not online. So I didn't know what was going on online. So my friend called me, my phone. And she said, come and see you. This, that. That's the thing. People don't know that my family and friends are here. My family and friends are here. Excuse me. My family and friends are here. So my friend will come and see what this one is saying. Where you know this woman? I said, I never met her before. And when my friend told me, in everything for me in a play. I called my family. I said, come and hear. They said there's drama on YouTube. And I was laughing. I went and I... Oh my God. I was like, let's go and watch. And I was casting it on the big TV. I was casting it. I started to cast it on the big TV. I gathered everybody. Let's come and watch. Oh my God, I'm laughing now. I gathered my whole family. I said, let's come and watch. Now they say somebody made a video to attack me. Did I know what was inside? I was laughing. And I put it, everybody gathered. Wow. That was the first time I heard the word beefing. My children said, they were younger then. They said, oh, mom has a beef. Mom has a beef. Apparently, the young teenagers on YouTube, they do what they call beefing. So that's what they would know. They know they watch my kind of content because they now say, mom has a beef. So then it was interesting that mom has a beef because young YouTubers, teenager YouTubers were doing it. We all gathered though to come and watch. Sorry. To come and watch. When we gathered to watch the thing, we now put on the thing. Boha. I was like, do you know, in the process, they say your man dumped me. They say this one, that. Then they said, let's speak about it. Let's learn from it. And they said that I was not seeing sex, that I was sex deprived. Someone that has never met me said that I was sex deprived. And I was frustrated. I was this, I was that. I was da. That I should go and collect sex so that my body can calm down. My people, let's be honest. This is why there are some things you don't keep. The same person now made a publication now saying that she's ending her marriage. She felt unseen. She felt unheard. The one that surprised me, she said she was unseen, she was unheard, and she said untouched. So the person that said I was sex deprived was saying that her 20-year-old marriage, she was untouched. Is that not what they call projecting? And this is why something else that is important. Sometimes when people bring hate to you, sometimes sit back and look at it from the angle of you don't necessarily know what's going on in their own lives. Sometimes it's what is going on in their lives that they are projecting. There's no way I will do this video. People will not see it as. Don't forget, people have been asking me. Let me tell you. Let me actually say it now. Those that contact me privately in the comment section. Someone who is the person. I will not tell you who the person is. Because for me, it's not about who the person is. No. Okay? If you contact me and you're trying to extract it, you will not hear from me. I will not speak. Let me say it now. Please, this is not about trying to ask people, who is the person? Who is the person? It was all over the comment section. Who is the person? Please, make it about the story, the lesson. Leave the individuals out of it. It is a story to learn from. Let's learn from the story. So someone that was untouched was saying that I was sex deprived. Okay, look at all the things that they used to. My consistency on YouTube. They said I am desperate. She been even recently. Do you know how many months I've taken off YouTube? That I'm even coming, I'm doing small. I've told you guys, they want to carry me the YouTube now. Now my shortlets. So I know that I'm shortlets. I know that I'm shortlist. Best accommodation in the deal. Best accommodation in the deal. I know that I'm shortlist. I know that I'm shortlist. Best accommodation in the deal. Best accommodation in the deal. Beautiful homes. I know that I'm shortlist. We pick you up from the airport. I know that I'm shortlist. We show you around town. I know that I'm shortlist. Yeah, we got you. I know that I'm shortlist. 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 Best accommodation in the GR. Check in, check out, check. Loyalty and royalty, best of the best. Other hosts stay under duress. Charlotte's under stress. Say less. So that I can advertise it. It's going to end up being a long video. Let's manage it like that because I will not be able to. I will not have the free time to do it again. Now, what's the time? What was I saying? You understand? Someone that, do you know how it felt that I gathered my children, not knowing what was said inside the video? And I heard somebody saying that I was not getting any sex. My young children were there. Young teenage children were there to hear that. You will never hear me speak like that. So we are all content creators. Some, all of you are doing this. No, I don't do that. We speak against injustice. We speak about politicians. We speak about pastors. We don't insult and curse at them. We don't go that low. That's not how it's done. Even the ones that cover politics. Look at all the Nigerian YouTubers covering politics. So before we speak, remember, my children sat down and heard that kind of thing. And there was a statement one of my children made, I never forgot. She said, saying his opposite. They knew I walked away from the relationship. They knew, like, and what matters at the end of the day, is it not the people that are in your life? Is it the social media people that don't know you? Now, speaking about those that say, let me not forget, my book is, if you go to Amazon, Love is Not Enough is the name of my book. My Yoruba/Igbo Intertribal Marriage from Hell by Soma Aku is on Amazon. Okay? I will put the link in the comment section, and I will put the phone number. Guys, please, let me do this. I'm already here. I'm talking long. Let me just continue. Just make it long, please. It's already a long video. Now, if I put a phone number and say, this is the phone number to contact to buy book. If you contact the phone number for booking shortlet, they will not attend to you. Please don't mix them up. If you now go and be inboxing me on Instagram, I know they do Instagram. Oh. I know they a lot of, if you don't go through the right channel, you understand? This is how I try to do my work, whereby everything has a section. People that handle weight loss program, different. People that handle booking of shortlet, different. People that handle dispatching of books, where everybody is different. It's not expensive if you want to buy the Nigerian version of it. Now, so please don't cause all that. If you go the wrong way, you will not get. When I went and watched the video, she said, hey, I wanted to put it out there so that they will not think he's the one that dumped me. And she said, she was now guiding people that want to cover her story on what not to do or whatever. She was now guiding and said that they should not assume. She's telling them not to assume that when they cover when they create content with her story, they should not assume. But that was what she did to me. She assumed. You see? That she was worried about them thinking, or people thinking, that's the man that dumped her. But she came and said, Yoruba man dumped me. The next thing, if you, hey God, okay, hey God, I don't want to forget anything because I'm not going to make this video again. So at the end of the day, you know, life is interesting. Life is very interesting. At least I'm happy for this person that they had amazing in-laws. I didn't. I wish I had. If I had amazing in-laws, my story would be different today. Oh, let me go back to what I was saying. My own time, it was not the time of all these women supporting women, all this, you know what I mean by that, and all of these things. I did it on my own, alone. I bared my pain by myself. By myself. Remember I said the man was my best friend. So imagine when something happened and I made a man everything in my life because I fell in love 100%. I said I met him when I was 21. So imagine what that girl went through. She's in her 50s. And she said her marriage was 20 years. So she met her husband when she was in her 30s. I was 21. And I walked away without support from anywhere. My family told me a woman doesn't end a marriage. My mother told me a woman doesn't end a marriage, only a man ends a marriage. That's how she was raised. A lot of people were like, people didn't understand my pain. You know what I mean? Her story is different. She said her own. She never experienced unfaithfulness. Well, mine was unfaithful, which I did forgive at the time when we're not living in the same country. He was unfaithful. I remained faithful throughout my marriage. I was never unfaithful. I had so much love and respect for that man. Do you even know why I block his face? Because I respect him. But let me tell you guys how, when life decides, you see me, I'm that kind of person that, how do I say, I am somebody that in my life, a lot of things that were meant for evil in my life ended up turning out for my good. The in-laws that were giving me wahala. Today when I think back, I say, if not for their wahala, do you know that people that threatened that they were going to beat me up, they didn't know where we lived. Let me not spoil it for those that have not read this book. People that read the book, they say they cry, they laugh, they smile, they were happy, they were sad, they were mixed emotions. You know, when I shared my story, those that watched it, you will see where I cried and where I laugh, when I smile, when I frowned. That is the exact same feeling, emotional roller coaster. People that read my book, that was the exact same feeling they are describing. I went through a lot. So I went through that journey alone, and my fellow woman came to want to come and mock me with a story she knew nothing about. For what reason? Because I created content and shared my opinion like everybody else. That was my crime. And you can't tell me anything. Because all the things, okay, I write book, or I don't write book. Is that not admiration? Is that not admiration? Couldn't it have been better as fellow Nigerians? We come here to be content creators. Would it have been better if that was turned into a friendship instead of turning it to what it turned into? Don't tell somebody not to speak. Don't tell me not to speak. There are lessons to learn from it. There are lessons to learn from it. Petty things turn to war. For what reason? You like my style is not a crime. You will not be the first person to like my style. There are people that like their styles too. Why turn it into something else? Why turn it into something else? So I watch and they say they have good in-law. If I had all those ones. I lost that. See, that everything they go away. Now, speaking about when things were meant for evil, turn into for your own good. If my in-laws did not show me shege, did not threaten me, I will not say too much for those that bought the book, so I will not be a spoiler. Or those that are buying. So people are buying it now. Imagine the drama that happened that time. Now my book don't pick up again, don't they sell again? Has it not turned out for my good? Has it not? Okay. The in-laws that, at the end of the day, that was the reason my man sent, that was the reason my man sent me abroad. He said, let's just go abroad and start our life afresh. See now, to say the so-called in-law, no give me wahala. Maybe I will not end up abroad. And maybe, I don't know. Let me tell you, I cannot deny. Abroad did things in my life. I cannot deny it. Moving abroad, I ended up putting myself through college abroad. If the in-laws no show me what they show me, if the in-laws no do what they do, maybe I will not end up abroad. Maybe my life would have been different. Sometimes, some people, what they intended for evil, if you use it, it can turn out for your good. Look at me today. The small 21-year-old girl that went through whatever. She's now 49 or almost 49. But the journey of my life, me ending up abroad, I can't call Nigeria, I can't do that, I get foreign passport, if they don't chase me out of Nigeria, I don't laugh. I laugh too much. If so-called in-law don't chase me out of Nigeria, maybe I'm not going to get foreign passport today. You see how it worked out for my own good? You see? Please, let's not hide these stories. Let's use it. Somebody may be watching me right now and be like, you know what? I've actually been through this and that and that and that and that. Their story may be different from mine. Let me use it to do something. The first time I wrote a song, some of you don't know, I'm a songwriter. The first time I wrote a song, it was from pain. It was from pain that I wrote a song. The trauma that I went through, that I didn't want to, I wanted to share my story about my marriage story, but I was reluctant because I wasn't ready. At the end of the day, the things that were intended for whatever reasons or whatever intentions they had, propelled me, gave me the strength, the power to actually say, you know what, let me face that trauma once and for all. And I sat down and made the video. I cried. I laughed. Eventually, do you know? Let me tell you guys what happened after that, actually. Something else you guys don't know. My ex always wanted to be friends. After everything, he always wanted to be friends. You guys know, you will not understand. The kind of love that I experienced, I wish it on anybody. Forget about the in-law drama and other things. Love where they sweet, like saying that means and bones. You know that kind of way it is only for movies. I enjoyed it. I wish when I say love where they sweet, it happened. Right? But when it ended, I decided I wasn't going to be his friend because I didn't trust myself, to be honest. Okay. But after I shared the story, I never imagined the amount of healing that would come from it. After I shared the story, I made the videos. Guess what? I healed to the point where I eventually was willing to allow that friendship. I wish I can show you guys the video when we attended our first ever graduation years ago of our oldest child. I wish I can post it here. One of my sisters said, whoa, she said, now we day here. You know that song? Now we day here. That's how we stood. At the end of the day, it's over and all of that. But this is a product of our love story. I beg, guys, if I talk, night go come, day go break. The story long, but I believe somebody's going to grab something from this. Let me say those that say views. Let me tell you, it gets to a point in life you realize that life is not about all of these things. It's not about all of these things. Even if not 5 people watch my video. No. If you have been watching me, you should know who I am by now, or the kind of person that I am by now. Not be waiting they move other people, they move me. If not 5 people watch this video, that's what we don't calculate sometimes. Imagine if those 5 people, 3 of them share this story with 1 person. So 3 people share to 3 people, it becomes 6. If those other 3 people can share to 10 people, like it multiplies. This is how you keep like lessons alive. It's not about when you have 1 million views or whatever. Life is not about views. Remember there was a time they said it's all about the money. It's all about the hustle. Look at us today. We have become older women. And we are learning every single day. So I think I already said that one already. They said they had amazing in-laws. Their man was never unfaithful. What else did they say? I can't remember. What else did they say? All of those things. Their story is not like mine. Everybody's story is the same. So to now sit down and talk about a story you know nothing about. Absolutely nothing about. At the end of the day, see us today. Another advice I would like to give people is, in this life, learn to count your own blessings. When you count another person's blessings, it will mess up your head. Maybe there's a guy now that they are exposing now. They said the guy is a scammer. He scammed a woman of $2.5 million. And there are people that would have looked at him that time and be saying, God, me are you the quarrel? How can this guy have all this mansion and have this, have that? So people have made other people to hate God in this life. Because people start counting their blessings. Now, they don't catch up. They say it was a scam that he made the money from. Why can't you focus? He will ask you, how do I speak it in English? When life don't, it's still not wrong. Allow the life you have to be satisfied. That's the English. Yeah, satisfied. Satisfied with what you have. Be satisfied. You can have peace that people will not understand. Let me tell you guys something. I met a subscriber one day. I was in a salon minding my business and I was just speaking with the lady. And this guy walked past, they have a barbing salon as well. And he just heard my voice. I was like, oh, Summer. He didn't even notice me at first. It was my voice. He said he just heard the voice. And, I remember when I was heading home. And then I just stopped Keke Marua. Keke, the tricycle. When we now said, oh, Summer, where's your car? I said, where's your car? Now I said, I'm taking Keke. I was like, you didn't come with your car? You're taking Keke. He was like, Summer. Like, Summer, you're too simple. I don't even see him as, for me, somebody else can be driving the biggest car in the world if they can be happy in it. I can be driving in a big car and be happy in it, but I can be walking, trekking and be happy. Learn to be happy. Marwa keke and be happy. The only issue I have now is people that enter keke with body odor. I know they like that. Sometimes I will even enter and say, I'm taking all the whole back seat of the keke Marwa. Because, so honestly, I'm not going to lie. I don't know how to do. This is 2026. Wash your armpit, do whatever. If you don't even have show, use whatever are waiting. That's the only thing I struggle with sometimes. With body odor. I don't like strong body odor. Nobody likes it anyway. I like when I enter keke and it's free and the breeze is blowing. I don't know. Maybe because for me, is nostalgic, I don't know. Find your own happiness. What makes me happy may not make you happy. See me, I know they change their style. Some of you know I tried to change to dreadlock. That was even to make it permanent. I don't like to sit down to do hair. I will show you guys this video. I was trying, I did a million braids. Million braids that I did. There were 10 people operating on my hair. Some people were cutting, picking attachment. They did it in 2 hours. I don't like to sit down. Even when I was a kid, I used to hate doing my hair. There was one time my mother said, hey, I will just cut it. I said, please cut it. My mother cut my hair and I was so happy. I know they like to sit down and do hair. So today now, even this one that I'm doing, I don't want to be wasting my time doing this hairstyle doesn't take that long because it's pick and drop. And secondly, I carry this hair, I wash my hair whatever few weeks, and then I take it out, I do the same hairstyle because it fits me. Another person may not like it. This is me. I am doing me. I know how many times people have stopped me on the street. Oh, hey, what's the name of this attachment? What's the name of the extension? My choice. So, talking about, let me tell you the effect I would say that thing had on me. I can't put it like that. I don't have a lot of friends. I don't have. One of my siblings was saying to me the other day, you come to Nigeria, I see as your level does still change. Like, I can't remember how he phrased it. Like, they expect you to meet, new set of friends. Maybe some guy high and mighty, your level. And I still come and you see me. Friends that I have today are friends that I've had for years. I have trust issues, especially when it comes to women. Unfortunately, we are the ones that backbite. We're the ones that get jealous. We're the ones that gossip the most. You can be friends with a guy. Men, I don't know, they're just different. I even wanted to make a video to ask, why is it that men don't mock each other with marriage and all of these things? I wanted to make a video, maybe one of these days. I'll make it a live video so all of us can come live and people speak their opinion about it. Why is it men don't do that? I find men easier to be friends with. There is no, okay, tell me now. Let me go back to this to say about, I am someone, I have trust issues when it comes to women. I hold on to my friends because they are tried and tested. You understand? When I was even younger, I have male friends that never have issues with them. Now, women, we need to. So, okay. Now, there are people that have booked my shortlet and they like to meet me. Part of me, I have trust issues. When I say trust issues, sometimes I feel like people want to get into my life. And I don't want people to. You understand? I don't want people in my life. Because the next thing becomes social media saga. Social media, people find things. There was a woman abroad. That was years ago, before this thing happened. We met in a shopping center. We met in a shop. And she was speaking. I saw a man and a woman, they were speaking. And their dialect, this kind of Igbo they were speaking with, was like my side of Igbo land. And me now, I can easily approach people and talk like that. But that's where it ends. But to now allow people to enter me, I always put that boundary there. I meet people, hi, but it ends there. To not let people into my life, When I met them, I was like, oh, your Igbo language, and I said hello to them and parted ways. When that drama was happening, this person, left a comment. I saw a comment that said, I know someone, I've met her in real life. I met her in such a shop. Now I tell you, the person. The person now said, hey, they say someone has chicken legs. I went and Googled, what is chicken leg? I don't know, but some person, I don't know, maybe their leg thick. It wants, so sorry. I don't get chicken leg. Anybody, any leg where person get leg na leg. I don't be leg. Some people are crippled, cannot walk. Some people are double amputees, both legs amputated. So person can't get chicken leg, if they waka, you want, but I don't look my leg. What I saw on Google is on my leg. Okay, we have accepted it's a long video. Please, let's leave it like that. It will be a long video. But do you know what's funny? This same person that is insulting me, her husband was in my DM. Her husband was in my DM. First time, I ignore. Second time, he called me, he sent me message, oh, good morning, blah. I answered good morning, blah, 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 blah. There was one Facebook account I had then. One day he called me. I answered. And the person said, good morning, good. You answered now, good morning. He called me. I answered my call. WhatsApp messenger. I called, I answered. And he said, he started saying hello. And I said, what about madam? He said, fine. I said, let me say hello to her. And he said, she's not at home. That was when I realized that this man, they contact me when madam not. This man, they contact me. If his intentions are good, why is he contacting me when the wife not there around? Later, the woman came and she was saying Kinindi. And I remember, I just smiled and said, this is where your husband is. Now, talking about trust. A lot of you know I'm not doing short-term business in Nigeria. And some of the people that arrive, my subscribers that book me, they come. They don't see me there. You know, when they come, they want to meet, they want to this. There is a way that I feel about it. Do you know what somebody to come on YouTube and leave a comment and say, do you know what it is for somebody to come to my comment section and say, I'm your fellow Nigerian, and and you embrace the person. And you didn't know that. Let me tell you the image I have in my head. The image I have is this. You know the image of somebody give you handshake like this. But the other hand, they carry a weapon. They carry everything you never imagined. But they're giving you a hand of a handshake. But the other hand that you don't see, you don't know what's inside. That's the way I can explain it. For someone to come to my channel and say, I'm your fellow Nigerian, and and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, boom, came out one day. And how you want to explain that kind of thing? It causes me where I get trust issues before. It causes more trust issues. So that's why some people now come, male or female or celebrities or that they book my short let. When they now come, oh, summer, they want to meet summer. I know they grease your face. I know, because do you know what it is? Because you don't know who be who. Igbo language just you don't know who be who. Ah, Summer, well, how are you doing? What about your children? I say, I don't discuss my children with anybody. What are your children? Are your children abroad? Are your children in Nigeria? I say, I don't talk about my children. Now, me put myself on social media. People should not know my private business, or else I choose to push it. Ended up being a long video. But I will say this for those that are telling me, oh, Summer, don't talk. Guys, please believe me. I am not doing this to drag anybody. I know some people may still see it like that. It's not the way I work. I remember that time I said, don't put her name in my comment section. Because some people believe that the way to blow is to do drama. And then people look for who they feel like is an easy target for them. People, you know, there's a saying that bullies choose their victims. Bullies don't bully people that they know that. No. How many bullies would you see will go and meet Agbero on the road? They won't do that. They choose that man that is wearing suit that looks like he does not want his white to be stained. That is what happens. I look like an easy target. I look like a soft target. I look like someone that will not answer. That's why they chose me. It's as simple as that. So let me read to you guys this article by Better Help, right? It says, in many cases, when bullying occurs, bullies perceive their target as a threat. The victim of bullying may be different or otherwise unique in a way that stands out to the bully. You know, for those of you that may be new on YouTube, there was a time when my YouTube channel was buzzing. As in, you know, people used to tell me then that they always come to watch my channel to know the breaking news, what is trending and all of that. Some people admired what I do. Unfortunately, some people turned it to something else. It became about counting each other's numbers. I mean, as at that time, maybe like I had maybe 30,000 subscribers. We just, they start small that time, right? And the unique thing about my channel is that the growth was organic. It was not, there was no gra. I just come here, do my video and left. This person that now came to try to bully me said that I was desperate. I posted regularly. Unfortunately, some people turned the numbers of subscribers, to something to be jealous and something to be competing over. Some people wanted to grow today, as in the numbers of subscribers. And they say, oh, that I'm just, that they praise themselves. I say, look, they are collaborating. The person that tried to bully me, that she's collaborating with people. But at that time, make it look like I am not collaborating or whatever. But the thing is that this person left the country where they were. All these small YouTubers in that country, she did not collaborate with them. She flew to go and meet Nigerian YouTubers that had 100,000 and above subscribers that time to go and collaborate. In those days, that is how some people grow their channel. Like if they mix with somebody, then that person's subscribers, when they collaborate and do a video together, they will now, that person's subscriber will now get to know about them and come and subscribe to them. So that was way to pull other people's subscribers to yourself. Is it that some people did it that way, or they do drama, they do drama and drag somebody that they want that person's subscribers to rush to their place? But they don't know. They don't know, say, me and my subscribers na ride or die. Forgot that. I just remember the laugh, where they called my subscribers miscreants. So they don't know, say, my subscribers, I'm not just bragging, statement of fact. Another level, another class of people now be my subscriber. I see, when I see some of my subscribers for road, I dey bow. I say, this kind of people, they watch me, tiny village girl, village girl like me. I'm glad we can laugh about it now, but it was not funny then. No. Anyways, let me just quickly finish this so that the rest of the video can continue. So you see what it says that about the bullies often pick individuals who they view as a threat, whether this is a threat to social dominance. You see that? Ego or self-esteem. Social dominance. I felt like at that time, that's how I feel. I may be wrong, but that's how I felt. This certain person arrived on YouTube and just wanted to dominate. And me, now where I did my small corner, I did my business. I no enter aeroplane, go anywhere to go do collaboration to grow. And my channel just to grow by itself, organically. Now, listen to the last part. He said, whether or not someone actually poses some type of threat by being different. You see that word, being different? When I see that being different, now me they wear big glasses. Now me they greet change their style. Now me they live simple life. Now me all those things that make me different. I don't do excess makeup. If you read on, you will see where it says, regardless, the actions of bullies are not justified. In many cases, bullies are only subconsciously aware that they are feeling threatened by someone else. Sometimes in this life, you will just be busy doing your own thing. Someone else that is wishing to have what you have will just out of nowhere feel threatened by your progress. It dey happen. Now, going back to Better Help article, it says, we live in a world where an emphasis is placed on power and getting as much of it as possible. Unfortunately, there are many individuals who internalize this and believe that using aggressive behavior to knock other people down is the most effective way to build themselves up. If you ask me, I will say that person that came to try to bully me, I arrived YouTube and if you ask me, that's what I say. They really wanted to be that dominant. They wanted to dominate, especially the Nigerian YouTube space. Because nothing else can explain what happened that time. Look at what this article is saying. You see that? And wanted to do it by aggression. Who did they pick? Me. Like I said, I looked like an easy target. I looked like a soft target. Me. Right? Okay. If you go further down, it says sometimes this goes back to bullies feeling threatened by the individuals whom they target with their bad behavior, like name calling. I got name called. I was called Abino, Afin. That's your way of saying Abino. Name calling. Okay, if you look lower down, it says, then it goes and says, in other cases, bullies wish to instill fear in others as a means to gain power. They don't care about the target of their behavior being a casualty of their quest for power and control. And those of you that watched my video then when I replied, remember I said it. I said, I have no fear of you. And I wanted her to know it. Another reason why I decided that I must reply is because if I do not reply, she's going to think I'm afraid of her, because I'm not. And I want her to know I'm not afraid of her. And I really want to make sure she understands that I'm not afraid of her at all. At all. I am not afraid of people. I respect people. I'm not afraid of her. The only thing I had for her was respect. But the minute she dragged my family into it, I lost the respect. So I have no fear of her and I have no respect of her. Okay, so let me read this other final part I'm going to read from this Better Help article. It says, bullies and unresolved past traumas. It says, at first glance, perpetrators may seem powerful, dominant, and in control. After closer examination, there are many cases in which bullies have unresolved trauma from their past. You know, think about it, right? This is someone that came and said I was not getting sex, but now came out and said she was unseen, unheard, and untouched in her marriage. In her own marriage, in her own write-up, she expressed the pain she was going through in her marriage. For years. If you look at the article, I put it on the screen, you can read it for yourself. These are all the things that, if you look at this article, it's explaining it and it's making sense now. So that projection telling me that I was not getting sex, but she's the one coming out now to say that she was untouched in her marriage. You see that, excuse me, you see that this Better Help article is making sense? Right? Read on. When personal issues aren't dealt with in the appropriate manner, they do not go away, regardless of how badly people want them to. In many cases, they lay in wait beneath the surface, getting worse and worse. Eventually, unresolved trauma can no longer be contained and begins to manifest in ugly ways. Bullying others is one of the many horrific ways in which unresolved trauma can manifest. It's as simple as that. But as the thing go even happen self, me, when I reply them, I not curse them back as they curse me. I not curse them. I come here, I speak my mind. But look today now. Some of the videos that I saw, some people that have called her by her name, even insulting and everything, she's not replying them. You see what I mean? So let's speak this truth. So then I remember saying, if na me they want to blow, it no go happen. That was then. But I'm even saying it now. I am not saying it to send people to go and meet her to drag her. I'm speaking so that we can learn the lessons that are in it. So that we can learn the lessons. And I thank God when she sent people and described things. People came and till today, there's people that are telling me that all the things I heard, I came, I fell in love, I subscribed, and unsubscribed the other side. That's what I was hearing. You understand? Not because I be sent, but because I not curse. People like the fact that I know they abuse, I know they curse person, or can they use somebody's looks to describe them. You understand? The thing brought me attention. The person that they did it didn't know it would happen that way. It ended up being to my advantage. So I've said it again. I've said it before. Let me say it again. So all of you talk about other people. We discuss stories of people that come, marriage breakup, husband beat wife, wife beat husband, wife beat side chick, politicians. We discuss them, but there is a boundary. Discuss it. You leave your opinion and leave it there. I remember that time I used to say it. All of us have opinions. The only difference is that I'm using my own to make content. You all have opinions. You're leaving them in the comment section. We all have opinions. But you the crazy, you the mad is not an opinion. Insulting somebody is not an opinion. You understand? So that's the difference. Yes, we all talk about people. We all discuss stories. But we don't go bashing, insulting people. We don't do that. right? Hopefully I covered all the things I wanted to cover. I'm here editing this video now, and I remember this comment, and I said, no, let me read this comment. Now, why am I reading this comment? There's something that they say. They said, evil prevails when good men do nothing. I want to read this comment because when this thing happened, this our sister Flo Chinyere became good men. You guys know that they mix English and pidgin. So my English may be bad in some areas. Now English and pidgin are they mix up together. So so Sister Flo Chinyere came here and became a good man. Bad English, okay? But no say I just the play. She said, let me read this her comment. May this her comment live on. She said, Summer, I am happy you made this video. This is how to stand up to bullies, or this is how to stand up to a bully. I wanted to make a video condemning her disgusting behavior, but my instinct, which is always right, told me to wait that you would do the video better justice. And you did indeed. What she succeeded in doing with that video is showing who she really is. Absolutely right. She quoted what I said and said, absolutely right. And when a bully or an abuser shows you who they are, believe them. Ignore the signs at your peril. She now says, YouTubers, you can call. This is her giving advice. You know, she's one of the OGs on this YouTube. She don't take for this YouTube, as in, you understand? So she is the mother that mothered our mothers. As in, you know what? I'm just trying to talk about our legends on this YouTube. I'm just being honest. If you know her, when her channel was called Nigerian something recipe, right? Okay. She said, YouTubers, now she's giving out advice. And she said, you can call people out on bad behavior. As in, you can make video and address topics. Which is exactly what I've been saying. Those that say, but all of you talk about other people. It is okay to discuss topics, discuss people, that their stories are out there. But that is where it ends. There's the boundary. That is what she's explaining right here. He said, but you see bullying people about their looks, abuse stories, because the stories that I shared of my pain and my life history, that the person take mock me. This is what all the things she's addressing. Abuse stories, disability, conservative lifestyle. They say they dress like Holy Mary. And mocking people about their life situations. That is a big no-no. Even if you are my mother, I will disown you if you are a bully. Hopefully I covered all the things I wanted to cover. If I remember anything I forgot, I will put them in the comment section, or maybe I'll put them on the screen, or I'll do a voiceover to address it. Let me say it again. Oh. For me, I don't believe in dragging people. Oh, something else. Anything you know about the person's private life, I bet no can't tell me. I don't need to know. No can't tell me. I don't need to know. You know their village is not my kind of content. Oh, you know, you know the husband. I don't need to know. I mean, I don't need to know. Hey, do you know that these are? I have the real information. I don't need to know this person's private life. Please, I am not into come and expose somebody's private. It's not my style. Even when it comes to pastors, there are people that have contacted me. I know they go. If you listen, if you have any content to make, I tell people, go and make your content. If you watch me very well, you see that I address topics that are already out there. There's hardly anyone that Nami bring and come out. Have you noticed it? Have you noticed that? So if you have their secrets and all the whatever, I beg, please don't bring them to me. Don't send them to me. I don't need to know. That's not how I operate. So it ended up being a very long video. I'm sorry about that, but it's what it is. I had a lot I wanted to say. And how did I end up making this video? Because of those that say, you know, Summer, don't just say anything. You are bigger than this. You know, you are educated. You are this one, you are that one. I want to just say it here that no talk is not a good thing. Sometimes you speak because there are lessons to be grabbed from it. That's why our ancestors, a lot of them went with life lessons into their graves. A lot of them. Every day, especially the older I get, the more I tell myself, nobody knows how much time is left. I'm praying for long life. True. But we don't know. We don't know. You die today, the one where you know talk come out, you don't carry and go be that. I believe that there are lessons that I have already shared now in this video that somebody will grab something from it. that no matter what, that lesson will live on. They will tell their own children tomorrow. Their children will tell their children, and that lesson will live on. So please, okay, I wanted to just bring that out here. And, and that's it. I just wanted to bring that out there. I'm saying it again, I'm not here to drag anybody. It's not my style. It's not my type of content, right? If there's anything else I remember, I would, maybe, like I said, I would do a voiceover. So, I've said a lot. Maybe one of these days I should do live videos. Maybe, so that people can call and speak. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. Bye-bye. Bye. Coming across me for the first time and you do not know, my name is Soma Aku. I'm a Nigerian that lived abroad for many years and visited Nigeria for the first time in a long time and fell in love with Nigeria and shared my Japada story. And as we speak, I now own a shortlet and I'm very close to the airport. If you're coming into Nigeria, you need somewhere to stay, contact me, the number on the screen. If you want to stay in my shortlet, it's going to be the cleanest shortlet you've ever been in. I'm not bragging, it's a statement of fact. There are people that have booked me. They actually have houses in Lagos, but when they landed, maybe it's 11 at night or 12 at night or too late at night, they don't want to go home that night. They want to stay in my shortlet because I'm close to the airport, and then they go home in the morning. You understand? So we actually also help people to organize airport pickups. And why that is good is this: the fact that I know who I sent to go pick you up. I wouldn't send someone that I do not trust, you understand, or someone that I feel like is not traceable. So this is the estate where my shortlet is. Guys, I'm telling you guys, especially Nigerians abroad that have this terrible image of Nigeria. Not all, some people. So when some of them have come to stay in my shortlet, they are like, wow. They are like, this one even 5 pass abroad. You understand? So it's important. Not just choose any shortlet. Make sure you choose a shortlet in a nice neighborhood, in a safe neighborhood, in a clean neighborhood. No all this lousy, noisy neighborhood. Very peaceful neighborhood. In this estate, you can go for a walk even at night if you want, because it is that safe. There are actually a lot of foreigners that stay in this estate, and you see them walking around comfortably. Contact our WhatsApp number now to book. I have a weight loss program in case you're coming across this and you want to sign up. I'm going to put the link in the description box and in the comment section. And if you want to Google it, it's healthyweightloss.com, because it's not just about losing weight, but losing it in a healthy way. It's important. Be careful. I've been saying it. I've been doing this disclaimer. If you do not have the discipline to stop when you reach the ideal weight, please do not do it, because you're going to lose too much weight. You don't have to starve. You don't have to go to the gym. It will blow your mind. So it's healthyweightloss.com. That is my website.
I know that I'm shortless. I know that I'm shortless. I know that I'm shortless. Best accommodation in Nigeria. Best accommodation in Nigeria. I know that I'm shortless. I know that I'm shortless. I know that I'm shortless. Best accommodation in Nigeria. Best accommodation in Nigeria. Beautiful home. I know that I'm shortless. I know that I'm shortless. We pick you up from the airport. I know that I'm shortless. We show you around town. I know that I'm shortless. Yeah, we got you. I know that I'm shortless. 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 Best accommodation in Nigeria. Check in, check out, check out, check. Loyalty and royalty, best of the best. Other hosts stay under duress. Shortlets under stress, say less. I know that I'm shortless. I know that I'm shortless. I know that I'm shortless. It's not just a shortlet. It's a lifestyle, you could get all of the best. Yeah. I know that I'm shortlets. The best place for shortlets in Nigeria. You know you can't afford to miss this criteria. If they come from the airport, they carry you from the airport. Then you can stay in a resort. I know you want to relax and unwind. When you enter Nigeria, you they look for a nice place to sleep. Just look out for another shortlet. Another shortlet. Another shortlet. Another shortlet. all of the best. Yeah. I know damn shortcuts, the best place for shortcuts in Nigeria. You know you can't afford to miss this criteria. If you they come from the airport, they carry you from the airport. Then you can stay in a resort. I know you want to relax and unwind. When you enter Nigeria, you they look for a nice place to sleep. Just look out for another shortlet. Another shortlet. Another shortlet.
Another shortlet. The place to be. Thank you for choosing us. I just wanna say thank you. Thank you for choosing us this year. Another shortlet. The best of the best. Another shortlet. Another shortlet. The best of the best.
I just wanna say thank you. Thank you for choosing us this year. Happy New Year. We hope to see you next year. I just wanna say thank you. Thank you for choosing us this year. Happy New Year. We hope to see you next year.
Another shortlet.